Hello everyone. So in the previous lecture we have discussed about the neo Bayes classifier, right? So in this video we are going to discuss one numerical based on this particular classifier, right? So we have discussed the approach of computing the posterior probability, right? For all the values of C, that is basically a class, right? So this is the formula. So here you can see the number of features or attributes we can say, and these are the class. Okay, for each class we are calculating this particular value, and then we are comparing which one is the maximum, right? And according to that, we can select okay that particular data set belonging to this particular class if this probability is maximum. Okay, but how to calculate this one, right? So this probability, right? So how to estimate this probability? So now here you can see we have to assume all the attributes AI are conditionally independent. Okay, very important point. Conditionally independent when class C is given. Okay, so suppose we want to find out the probability of all the attributes for a particular class, right? Given that a particular class, right? So this is the formula. Probability of A1 given that class C1, probability of A2 given that C. So in this way we need to calculate and then we just need to multiply it. So in this way we'll get this particular probability. Can estimate the probability of AI given the CJ. Okay, so for all AI and CJ, for all the features or attribute for each class, right? So this is what this indicates. Now let's try to understand this particular concept with the help of one example. Now this data set is given to us. Okay, so for example, this is car data set. We have this much features, color, model, country, and our predicted variable, say for example, reliable. Okay. And this is our attribute A1, this is A2, this is A3, and this is my class. Okay. Because here we are finding out it is reliable or not. Okay. So this is my given point. Okay. For example, training data set. And this is the point. This is a testing data set, for example. Okay. So I have a feature white, van, and China, and I need to find out okay this particular car belongs to which class, basically this one, it is reliable or not. Okay, so that we need to find out. Then how to apply this particular formula for this particular data set, that we are going to discuss this. Okay, now if you observe this particular formula, first we need to calculate this probability of C, probability of each class. So this is basically a prior probability. Okay, prior probability. So first we need to find out the probability of each class. Now in this case, you can see we have two class, either S or no, right? So this is basically a binary classification problem. Binary classification because our output is finite set of output, right? So probability of S, that is P of S, is basically how many? So in total we have 10 data points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can say 10 data points, and how many times S appear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times S appear, right? It means it is 1 by 2. Similarly for no, probability of no. So similarly 5 by 10 because 5 times no appears, right, out of 10. So that is basically 1 by 2. So this is what prior probability for each class is, right? For class S and for class no. So we need to find out this one first. Now what about this particular probability? So first we need to find out the probability of a particular feature given the probability of this particular class, right? So first we take this particular feature or attribute A1, that is color, right? So we are finding out probability of a color provided that it is S. First we try to find out for S. Similarly, we need to find out probability of a color provided that it is no, right? But for each value of color we need to find out, that is basically first for white and then for black, right? Here I need to find out probability of being white given that yes. Similarly, probability of given black given that S, right? Here also same thing, probability of be white, color be white given that no, and similarly probability of being black color given that no. So this is what conditional probability is. So here we are applying the Bayes theorem in order to find out this probability. Okay, so if you observe, so what will be the value? Okay, but I will simplify this by using this particular table. Okay, so color, then we have S, we have no, then we have this discrete value, that is black and white and black. So how many times white appear provided that S? So this is what we need to find out, right? We have 5 times s. Okay, we have 5s here. So for s, white, yes, 2, right? This one. Then only 2 times, right? So that will be 2 by 5. What about no? So how many times white appeared given that it is no? That is basically 1, 2, 3. That is basically 3 by 5. Similarly, we can find out for black color also, right? So for black, for no, 1, 2, 1, 2 only, right? That is basically 2 by 5. So sorry, for a black, basically 3 by 5, and for no, it will be a 2 by 5. So this is what the conditional probability is. Probability of a white given that it is S, so that will basically 2 by 5. Like based on this particular table, I can find out, right? Probability that it is a black color given that it is a S, so that is basically a 3 by 5. Similarly here, no is 3 by 5 and this will be 2 by 5, right? So what we are doing here, so if you observe this particular thing, right? So we are calculating attribute A1 for a given particular class, okay? And we are doing this for each and every attribute, right? And for each distinct features. So this is for color, right? Now what about model? So what about model? Same thing as or no. And here we have SUV and van, right? SUV and van, right? Then how many times the model SUV comes up given that it is S? So 1, 2, 3. So that will be 3, right? So 3 by 5, right? What about SUV having no? Then 1, 1, 2, 3. That will be 3 by 5 again, right? What about van? So van, provided it is S, so S will be a 1, it will be a 2, so 2 only, right? That will be a 2 by 5, right? Out of 5s we have only for 2. What about no? So we have 5 no, and out of 5 no, how many times like van will be appearing? So we, right, so we need to find out the probability of a van when given that it is a no, right? So that is basically a 1 and 2, that is 2 by 5, right? So same thing we can do for country also. Country, that is S or no, right? And country is China and India, okay? But I hope you understand the concept what I am doing here, okay? So we are finding out the probability of each discrete value for this particular feature given that the class C, okay? So that is what the conditional probability is. So that is basically a China. So for China, what we can find out for China, so how many times S appears? So 1, 2, 1 and 2 only, right? So that will be a 2 by 5. What about no? So 1, 2, 3, that will be a 3 by 5. What about India? So how many times S appear? 1, 2, 2, 3, right? That will be a 3 by 5. And for no, it will be a 2 by 5, right? So what this indicate probability that it is a India, right? Given that S reliable, that is basically a 3 by 5. Similarly, probability that country is India given that it is no, that is basically a 2 by 5, okay? So here we have calculated the probability of each features for each particular discrete values, right? So this is what it is. Now what we need to find out, we have given this particular data point having the, like we have a new car for example whose color is white, model is van and from China. So we need to find out whether this particular car belong to which class, either S or no. So whether it is reliable or not, right? So what we need to do, so if you observe this particular formula, so we need to use this particular formula first for S and then for no, right? For each class we need to find out this particular value and then we need to compare which one is maximum. But anyway, in both the case this will be a same, right? This will be a common, right? So I'm not going to calculate this one. I am only going to compare this much part, right? So this much part is only going to compare, right? because anyway this denominator is same for both the class, right? So how to do this particular thing? So first we need to multiply this with the prior probability. And what is this? So this is basically this one, right? So we need to multiply. So here you can see new point is classified to Cj. So probability of that particular class Cj into probability of this attribute AI for a given class Cj. Okay. So that we need to find out, and this is basically what this only. We are just multiplying with each other, right? So this is what this only, right? So if I try to apply that particular concept, what I will get, probability being S for this particular features, for example, white, van, and China, right? So answer will be what? So first probability being a white, given that it is a S, so that will be a white S is 2 by 5. Similarly for van S is basically also 2 by 5. What about country? Country is China, that is basically S, so 2 by 5 again. And what about prior probability of this particular class S, that is 1 by 2, so into 1 by 2, right? So at the end what we will get, so basically 4 2s are 8, so 8 10, right? So 8 by 250, right? So we need to find out this particular probability. But what about n? Same we need to find out for class n also, for class no also, right? So given that this feature is white, van, and China, right? Now what is the value? Same thing I can do. So what is the probability being white, provided that it is no? That is basically 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 into for van is basically again 3 by 5, right? No. Into what country it is? So again China. So no is 3 by 5. And probability of prior class is basically no. That is basically 1 by 2. So here I will get 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 27 divided by 25. 25 into 5, that is 125 into 250, right? So this will be 250 only, right? Now if you observe, out of these two probability, which one is having maximum, which one is maximum? That is basically this one, right? So I can say this particular car having this much attribute belong to a no class. Okay, so it is not reliable. So this class belongs to a no class one. Okay, because the probability for the class no is higher for than the S, right? That is basically 27 by 2 by 50. So I hope you understand this particular concept and how we are finding out the probability for each class, right? And then we are just comparing the values. So that's it. Okay. So I hope you understand whatever I have discussed in this lecture. So this is basically approach, and we have followed this approach only to calculate the class. Okay. So please try to solve this particular example by your own, and you can take one more example. So homework example for you. So homework will be, take a car having black color and model be, for example, SUE, and country is India. Tell me which class this particular car belong. Okay, you can just comment in the below section, and you can tell me for which class this particular car belong. Now if you observe, so how many parameters we need to find out? So first is for the prior probability for a given class, right? So that will be this two first, yes or no. Then we need to find out the probability of each features taking some value, given that yes or no, right? So here you can see 1 2 3 4, and same thing we can invert for this particular feature model also, because we are finding out 4 parameters here. So that is basically probability of being SUV given that it is S, so this is 1. Probability of being SUV given that it is a no, that is basically 2. So similarly these 4 type of parameters we need to find out for a particular model also. So here 4 parameters, here 4 parameters, similarly here also 4 parameters, right? So in total how many parameters we need to find out? 4 4 4, that is basically 12, plus these 2 parameters, that is basically 2. So answer will be 14 number of parameters I need to find out, right? So if I try to apply, or if I try to generalize this particular concept, right? So this is the question number 28 from a GATE sample paper. Okay, GATE sample paper, GATE DA sample paper. So what this question tells? So what this tell us, right? So given K is a class, okay? K is how many classes are there? So K class dataset containing n points, where sample points are described using D discrete features. with each features capable of taking V values, how many parameters need to be estimated for the neo bias classifier. Okay, so if I try to compare this particular statement with our given example, so in that case my class will be 2, that is k is basically 2, n will be 10, that is basically n data point, that is 10 data points I have in the previous example. D is a discrete features, how many features I have? I have 3 features, color, model and country, that will be a 3. Right, and what about V values? So feature are capable of taking how many values? That is basically 2 values, right? Now, so in the previous example, we got this particular output as 14, right? Now, which one will be a correct? So just try to think about this particular question. Just pause the video for a minute and think which option will be a correct. Okay. If you see, this will be a correct option. That is basically a C option. That is basically V, that is number of values into discrete features into a number of class. That is VDK plus K. So if I take this particular formula, so what I will get 2 into 3 into 2 plus 2, that is basically 6 to 12. Similarly 14 number of parameters I need to find out, okay, to estimate the neo bias classifier. So this will be a correct option, and please try to remember this particular important point because this is one important note. Okay, this is a question given in gate sample paper, but it can be taken as an important note for all the futures gate DA paper. Okay, very important point. They may give you this particular example, just give the values and you need to find out the parameters. So you have to use this particular formula. So please remember this very important question. Okay. So I hope you understand this particular concept, how we are apply this particular neo bias classifier to this particular data set. Okay, and this is a generalized concept of what we have done, right? What we have to do. So please remember this particular thing. So this is one important point. Next question can be framed based on this for gate DA paper, like same similar data they may give you, maybe a less number of rows, and you need to follow the same procedure, right? Or they may ask you like what is the assumption in the neo bias classifier. So we need to assume that all the attributes AI are conditionally independent when class C is given. Okay, so remember this particular point, and then this is the approach. So you need to remember this approach. Okay, so entire this slide, this particular question and this particular point is very important for neo bias classifier. Okay, so that's it from this particular lecture. Thank you.